Hello friends, myself Dr. Khurshid Alam, Associate Professor IMS Ghaziabad University Courses Campus. Today we will learn different type of radio formats. Do you remember the program you have heard on radio? Try and recall some of them. You may have heard the name of radio station from where the program are broadcasted. Many of you would remember Vivid Bharati, AIR FM Gold, FM Rainbow, and many more, and other private commercial stations. As you know, most of what is spoken on radio is written down. As you have already learned, that is written for radio is heard and referred to as spoken words, as against the written word. But the spoken words on radio is written down, or what is generally called scripted. A radio format can be split into three parts. They are spoken words, human voice, music, and sound effect. All the radio formats have the above three ingredients. So let us first classify the spoken word. In spoken words, you can see announcement, radio talk, radio interview, radio discussion, and radio documentaries. Announcements, these are specifically written clear message to inform. They can be of different type. For example, station program identification. These mention the station you are tuned into, the frequency, the time, and the program, song you are going to listen to. And other is radio talk. The radio talk probably is the oldest format on radio. There has been a traditional in India and Britain to invite experts or prominent person to speak for 10 to 15 minutes on a specific topic. And next is radio interview. Have you ever interviewed anyone? Probably yes, in the media. But it is a newspaper, magazine, radio, television. Journalist uses the technique of asking questions to get information. There can be different type of interview in terms of their duration, content, and purpose. And next is radio discussion. When you have a problem in your family, or what your friend, don't you say, let us discuss? Yes, we can. We do. Through a discussion, we can find out a solution to problem. In any discussion, there are more than 2 or 3 people, and then ideas can be pooled to come to some conclusion. And next is radio documentaries or feature. If you see a film in a movie hall, it is generally a feature film, which is story based and not real. But there are also documentary film which are based on real people and issues. A lot of programs you can see on television are educational and public service documentaries. Radio also has this format. Unlikely documentary film, radio documentaries have only sound, the human voice, music, and sound effect. And next is radio drama. A radio drama or a radio play is like any other play staged in a theater or a hall. The only difference is that while a stage play has actors, stage, sets, curtains, properties, movement, and live actions, a radio play has only 3 components. There are the human voice, music, and sound effect. Radio, of course, uses its greatest strength of producing radio plays and That is the power of imagination and suggestivity. For example, if you want to have a scene in a radio play or of a North Indian marriage, you don't have all physical arrangements made. All that you have to do is to bring tune on the Shehnai and excited voices of people to create in a listener's imagination. A wedding scene. The voice of the actor, music and sound effect can create any situation in a radio play. Next is running commentary. If you can't go to see a football or cricket match in a stadium, you may watch it on television. But for that, you have to be at home or at some place where there is a television. But if you are traveling or outside, then you may listen to radio for a running commentary of the match. A commentator would give you all the details of the match, such as the numbers of players, the score position of the players in the field. So by listening to the running commentary, you get a feeling or being in the stadium and watching the match. And let's move next topic, and next is magazine programs. You are familiar with the magazines, where are a form of print media. They are published weekly, bi-weekly, fortweekly or monthly. There are general magazines and magazines for specific readers. These magazines could be for children's, women, youth or health, and sports, science or music. If you open any one of these magazines, you will find articles, reviews, features, photo features, etc. Radio also has magazine program like those in the print media. And next is news. News, among all the spoken words and format on radio, news is the most popular format on radio. News bulletin and news programs are broadcasted every year by radio stations. In India, only All India Radio is allowed to broadcast news. Duration of a news bulletin vary from 5 to 30 minutes. The longer news bulletin have interviews, features, reviews and comments from the experts. Next is music. When we say radio, the first thing that comes to our mind is music. So music is the mainstay in radio. There is no radio without music. Music is used in different ways on radio. There are programs of music, and music is also used in different programs. These include signature tune, music used as effects of radio plays and features. India has a great heritage of music, and radio in India reflect that. Let us understand the different type of music. You can see 3 types of classical music in India. There are Hindustani classical, Carnatic classical, and Western classical. And next is sound effect. Sound effect is the most important component on radio. Sound can play a major role in evoking interest. Sound can be used for comic effect to evoke laughter. Sound can be used to create a certain mood or enhance them. This is the most component of in radio format. And these are the formats of radio. Thank you. Thank you very much.